I knew everyone in the area, you know what I mean? They knew me. You know what I mean? I should think by the time I left the area, I must have been one of the oldest occupants on the road. They took him off window cleaning. He just started doing like general cleaning. He was on about £1,000 a month, whereas that went down to about £500 a month. So that got to the stage where what he was bringing in was paying the mortgage, and we had practically nothing to live on. They decided they wanted their property back, because I think we were about 3 months in arrears, so that worked out about 1,500 we were, you know, hadn't paid. And they served us with a county court sort of thing to go to court, and Mick went to court. Mick was worried, you know what I mean? We didn't know whether we were going to be chucked out on the street or what the heck was going to happen. I had a bloke from the council come round and he said, you know, I'd still got a roof over my head, so obviously they couldn't help me, you know, even under the circumstances of us going into court and everything. That day when they went into court, there was someone sitting outside in a white van, which were the locksmiths, waiting to come and change the locks on the door. He had a pile of papers and he said, sign this, sign this, sign this, to me and Mick. Well, obviously you didn't have a chance to read anything, so you were just scribbling your signature down. I didn't care how much they paid for, I was just glad that I'd got a roof over my head. But they never give us a price to say how much each month I'd got to pay. They knew, you know what I mean, we explained to them the situation, you know, that Mick had sort of lost half his wages type of thing each month. And then the next minute, we got told, or I got told, I'd got to pay £500 a month rent. And I thought, well, this is like defeating the object. I'm back at square one. Shelter fought for us and got us the money what, you know, they owe us. And when it boiled down, they were holding so much money back, I think that worked out about £25,000. He said, well, you haven't been paying. I said, I've got proof. I said, my bank statement that's been coming out my account every month. He said, well, you've now been living there 2 years. He said, I think that's about time. He said, we put the rent up. £650 a month. I said, there's no way in the world I can afford that. I got in touch with Shelter. They helped me to get my flat. I feel secure now, you know what I mean? I've got no one knocking on the door, I've got no one on the phone sort of saying, well, I want to put your rent up. But you know what I mean, if it hadn't been for Shelter, honestly and truthfully, I don't know where I'd have been. I was just glad that my children were grown up, you know what I mean? If my kids were little, you know what I mean, I'd have been more vulnerable than what I was. This might sound corny, but I would tell them to come to Shelter and speak to someone there who know what's happening. Shelter has been a godsend to me